it's like something happened to me, something really, really life-changing. I always tell her, her name was Talia. I said, "You're my guardian angel. You came and you just changed everything. It was a life changer for me." Done.
I'd like to get into this, what we call the leadership portion, where we get to learn more about you and your journey.
Sure. Well, I was born in El Salvador in the mid-'70s during a civil war. Moved around a lot in Central America. Actually was in two civil wars, El Salvador and Nicaragua, until we immigrated to Canada. I was about 9 years old. Because we moved around so much, I had missed a lot of educational opportunities. And when we came in as refugees, I had a really tough time integrating into school. Just, I didn't fit into that system. I really, I felt that I was an outsider in school. And I was frustrated, and eventually I dropped out of high school at 15 years old. And because I remember feeling so angry. My dad left when I was 2 years old. I was in all these war-torn countries, and I was a troubled child, if you will. And I ended up, leaving home as well. Being completely homeless, sleeping on park benches, panhandling for change. Just had some really dark moments. But Neil, we've all had these dark moments, right? I mean,
right.
I think it's the dark moments that shape us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about what happens to us, is how do we react and what we do because of what happens to us. And I learned a lot on the streets, living on the streets, and and I was really headed down a really bad path. I would have ended either up in jail or dead. And I had a life-changing moment at 17 when I became a father. Actually, I have the picture right here.
Oh, wow.
Right here.
Look at that.
Her name is Talia. I have two daughters, actually. But if you see me here, I'm 17 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
And basically, it's a baby having another baby.
Yeah.
What happened to me is that moment changed my life. You see, before I had my daughter, I was so angry at the world. I had a lot of blame. Everybody was against me. People would try to talk sense into me, and I wouldn't listen to it, right? And when I became a father, I stopped looking at myself, and I started to look at somebody else and saying to myself, like, I'm going to be responsible for this human being. I better get my stuff together,
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when the nurse put her in my arms at the hospital, right here in Ottawa, Montfort Hospital. And it's like something happened to me, something really, really life-changing. I always tell her, her name was Talia. I said, "You're my guardian angel. You came and you just changed everything. It was a life changer for me." And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "Alfonso, you gotta change, right? You gotta change the way you think. You gotta change everything. You have to be responsible for this other human being." And I remember not having a father for myself, and I remember having a really tough time with that. Like, why did he leave? Why was he not around? And of course, I had no money, nothing, but I wasn't going to be one of those fathers that, was not present, didn't contribute. And I decided to get my life together, went back to school, and I had a job, didn't pay much, $5 an hour. You can tell how long ago that was.
Yep.
And I tried. There was no executive jobs available.
Yeah.
But $5 an hour. I had this small family, and I was gonna do the right thing, and so $5 an hour was just not gonna cut it. So what I did was I started a business, became an entrepreneur as a result of, having this massive responsibility and having to provide, and still having the desire to finish high school, because I didn't, I quit high school because I didn't feel it was for me.
Yeah.
But how can I look at my daughter and tell her to finish high school, if I didn't? And so It was so important that I at least get my high school. And at the same time, I started a small business, which is a clothing business.
Yeah.
I was selling tshirts and jeans and mixtapes from my backpack in high school in my locker.
Yep.
And I discovered the differences between, profit and wages. And, my value at that time was $5 an hour.
Yeah.
But I could make a $40 profit, selling a pair of jeans that I bought in Toronto or Montreal at $20 for $60 in school.
Yeah.
And so, when I graduated high school, I had this vision, this idea of opening my own physical location.
Yeah.
But of course I had no business education. Nobody in my family ever owned a business. I had nobody really to look up to, no resources. And I just had this dream, and I knew that I was going to do it. So I narrowed it down to about $2,700 that I needed to raise. And I literally went around to all my friends at the time. People pitched in like $50, $200, $500. And that was my first joint venture opportunity. I had zero money, no job, zero money. And, I took those $2,700 and I started my company, which before the age of 20 was grossing in the millions.
Yeah.
And before the age of 21, we had locations all across Canada, and everything just kind of transformed. Like my whole life transformed from there. Let's see here. Is it rolling? Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like or dislike, or love. I don't think there's a love button. Don't subscribe, comment, share, like. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing a video. And guess what? Like, share, dislike, I don't care! See how that looks.